Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Panzer S35. It's a Tier 3 German premium medium tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of Province and it's under the command of Ohforfoxache. But I'm afraid this is a troll video. Yes, I'm afraid there's two tanks in this game who are actually going to troll the Arty. First one is actually the platoon mate of the Arty. So I don't think that was serious, but the second person to troll him is very serious about ruining the game of the Bison, or Bison. There's the other platoon mate of the Arty. He's the Cruiser 3 Pulse 37. He's just blocking his teammate at the moment from moving to a firing position. I don't think that's serious because the guys are in platoon. I think they're just playing with each other. At least that's what I think it might be going on. If it's not, then obviously Pulse 37 does need a word. They need to say, look, stop mucking about with your own teammate like that because you actually interfere in his game and he's not being very friendly. Well, you can also see the Panzer IIIJ a short distance away. That's the troll that's been reported in this game. And we're going to follow what actually happens with the Panzer IIIJ. You can see he's circled the Bison. He's going to come up behind him and try and push him over the edge of the cliff. Now, Ohforfoxache is an Arty player, so he knows what he's seen this sort of thing happen before, and he's going to try and stop the Panzer IIIJ from trolling the Bison. He gets in the way. The Panzer IIIJ wags his gun at Ohforfoxache and then carries on trying to troll the Bison to push him over the cliff and kill him. Well, Ohforfoxache's not going to allow that. He tries to push the Panzer IIIJ out of the way, but he can't. He's not heavy enough compared to the Panzer III. It's actually a slightly heavier tank with more horsepower than the S35. Yeah, he's trying to interfere, but it's not helping. This Panzer IIIJ is determined to troll the Arty. And, well, the enemy is advancing, and it won't be long before they see, yes, they've started seeing the Panzer IIIJ and the Bison, and they're taking fire from enemy tanks. And at this point, Ohforfoxache realises there's nothing more he can do, and the Bison is now killed. Now, I'll speed up the replay because Ohforfoxache was killed, the Panzer IIIJ gets killed, and then the game develops into, well, a standoff between a Valentine II yes, you can see that the game is almost over now, and it's now just that Valentine II, and he's about to die anyway. And that's it, the game's over. So, the trolling was by two tanks. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and we'll see more about them. And here's the end of battle stats for that game. And, well, it was a defeat, of course, and Ohforfoxache did get some damage on the enemy, even though he spent quite a bit of the battle trying to stop the trolling from actually going on. If we look at the team score, we can see that he didn't get the highest damage. That actually went to the Pak 40. He managed to get 1,308 hit points from his position when he was shooting at the enemy tanks trying to come down the west side. Ohforfoxache came in sort of like mid-table with 266 hit points of damage. And we can see that the troll, well, there's one of them, Pulse 37, but he was in platoon with the Bison, and so I have to get the impression that he was just being friendly with his teammate in that particular instance. But this is the person who is definitely not being friendly. This is a troll, Ori 59123-1. And, well, we actually checked his data afterwards, and we can see he's not a very good player. Only 90 battles, very poor stats, showing that he's probably not taking the game seriously because he's spending all of his time trying to ruin other people's games. He doesn't tend to play a lot of tanks. You can see that if I check here and show all 100 vehicles, he's only got 11 vehicles in total. Funnily enough, 2 of those are SPGs, so you'd think that he'd actually be a little more sympathetic towards SPGs and not try to troll them, but I think that may purely be so that he can get away with trolling others. Anyway, this is definitely a troll. He hasn't got many battles. I think this account has been opened purely for the purpose of attacking and ruining the games of other players, and I'd ask Wargaming, please get rid of this player from the game, or at least suspend him for long enough so that he knows that he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. The game was won by the enemy team, but we can see that Ohforfoxache did make a profit out of this game, even though he spent half the time trying to stop the Panzer IIIJ from ruining it. Yes, it was a loss, so it counts as another loss on his statistics. So, there you go, another troll. I think we're pretty certain this Pulse 37 character, he's actually in platoon with the Arty, so he's not an offender. But this guy is most definitely an offender, and yes, he should be punished by Wargaming because it's obvious that this guy is a troll. Thanks for watching.